Alright, so it's my first day working with Star today, and I'm not going to push her too much today. I'm just going to kind of see what she knows. Her owner said that they have lunged her before, so I'm going to try that today, see how well she lunges or if she lunges for me. I'm going to take her just right out here, see if she's distracted or not, just to kind of get to know her and what to expect. So I'm going to try tying her up right out here.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna do a voiceover for this video just because when I was there today I didn't really explain what I was doing because I was focused on her. So she did fine when I was haltering her and everything. The barn owner's daughter went to get her out of the paddock last night. She said she was a little bit hard to catch, but so far in the stall she's been doing just fine. And she is still pretty nervous. And as you can see, maybe right there, I kind of had to bump her butt with the door. She hasn't really been responding to me when I try and push her hindquarters over, which you'll see again in a couple minutes. So that is something we need to work on a little, but that's easy stuff, which should come pretty easily. So I just started by brushing her off, letting her stand and look out the door a little bit. She was pretty nervous, but she's only been here a couple days, so that's totally normal. And yeah, I'm just brushing her off. She's not really focused on me right now. As you can kind of see, she's looking away from me. She's kind of moving around a lot. But I'm not gonna, get upset about that. She doesn't really know me at this point. I also tied her to that ring, which I shouldn't have because it's too high. And you can see, like right here, she doesn't really know what I'm trying to ask her. I'm trying to ask her to move over, but she just kind of did the opposite. But yeah, so I'll have to tie her in another place where she can't do that. So at first, I just let her eat some grass. Like I said, she's kind of been nervous. So I just let her look around outside for a few minutes and look at the other horses, chill a little bit. She's been in our stall all day, so I let her eat some grass for a couple minutes before we started working. So I'm gonna try and lunge her now just to see kind of what she knows. And she's still kind of not looking at me much. And well, I started by just rubbing it on her, rubbing the whip on her to see how she did with those, because I know some horses have been hit with them a lot. But she did pretty good. She didn't care really at all. She really just ignored me while I rubbed it on her. So now I'm going to ask her to go forward. And she was a little bit confused, and also was wanting to eat grass. But, she did pretty good. She just walked and gave me a little attitude, as you can see. But with a few corrections, she just kind of knocked it off and went. Very normal of horses that have been sitting or are very green horses to have attitude, especially ponies and especially mares. So I'm not being too hard on her. I understand she hasn't really done a lot of this. So she stopped really well, as you can see right there. I just said whoa, and she stopped. So since she did that pretty nicely, didn't give me any fuss really. I mean, a couple times, but I just let her eat a little grass, take a break. That's kind of her reward. So she didn't do as well going the other way, as you'll see. She acted a little confused. I'm not sure if that's just because she hasn't gone this way before or if she didn't want to, but she was kind of confused, like, I don't know what you want. Like, she didn't know how to go the other direction. So I kept pulling her away, and as you can see there, every time she rips back on me, I yank down on her lead rope. Then she kind of sees, like, oh, every time I rip back, I get yanked on. So she's still kind of confused. She's like, what the heck do you want, lady? And then she kind of gives me attitude, like, no, I'm not doing this. So I correct her there, keep pushing her. And once she took a few steps, like right there, I took the pressure off of her. But you can see she's still pretty confused, like, I don't know what the heck you're asking me for. So you'll see I kind of had to hit her on her side to prevent her from going the opposite direction. Like right there, I just hit her on that side, and then she went. And you can see I stopped with the whip. Once she's kept moving, I stopped with the whip. And whether she's walking or trotting, I don't really care. As long as she keeps moving for me is all I really want. And then I asked her to stop because she did a few circles for me. That was enough. Obviously, she was confused. And here she doesn't want me to go on her other side. But I forced my way over there anyway, and I just scratched her, told her she was a good girl. That's all I wanted. And she kind of gave me that look like, oh, that's all you wanted? Like, that wasn't very hard. So once she figures out what I want, once we do this for a few days, I think she'll understand a lot more what I'm trying to ask of her. But, you know, the first day I'm working with her, she's obviously just a little confused, totally normal. After another little break, I wanted her to do it one more time for me on her good side, so the side that she went around a lot better on. And after that, that's all we did for today. Just figured, you know, a short session just to see what she knew so she could get used to me. I could kind of understand her. And that was about it. You know, she gave me a little attitude, but overall, very normal, very handleable. I don't think after 6 weeks, I think she should be, you know, in pretty good shape. So once I take her in the barn, she doesn't want to go in the barn, so she again rips back on the lead rope, and I yank down on her once again. You can see there. Then she realizes when she yanks back, that doesn't work. That's not an answer. That she can just rip back and say, no, I'm not doing this. If she does that, I yank down on her, we do it again, and we're going to do it until she does it or does it right, if you know what I mean. So her having that attitude of this, nope, I'm not doing it, isn't going to be an option. It's not going to be an answer. So that's all we did for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, my little voiceover training vlog. She did pretty good. I was happy with how she did for the first day. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.